is Tia from Tea with Tia, and ladies, I have to say you look absolutely stunning. My question is for Carrie. So it was very interesting watching your character navigate through dating life. I saw a lot of similarities in myself within Micah's character. So one thing that kind of stood out to me was, expecting too much. Typically as women, we have this perfect on paper list. So recently I was watching a video that B Simone had did talking about women wanting things out of a man that they typically don't have themselves. So I'm curious to know your viewpoint on, do you feel like women have to have everything that they expect out of a man within themselves to be in a successful relationship?
I think it's important to constantly be working on yourself. I think that it's important to don't ask for anything you're not willing to give. Of course, each person, each individual in this relationship will have their weaknesses and strengths and weaknesses, their pluses and minuses, and sometimes it's like a negative and a positive attracting in certain areas of your life. But it depends on what qualities we're talking about, I think, too, which qualities that we are discussing. You have your negotiables, you have your non-negotiables, you got your deal makers, you got your deal breakers. And I do think that we should constantly be evolving, because I think what she was really, really wanting to say is that you are what you attract. I just think she had a different way of voicing that. She was speaking on the law of attraction, and the happier you are and the higher you're vibrating and the more things that you offer, you will meet someone who is equally yoked, and energetically and qualities wise. And, so the more that you're working on yourself, you're able to attract better. I think that's what she meant to say, but I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm who am I? But I'm trying to look for a way to tie this to the movie.
So I'm sorry if you hear a lot of noise, maintenance, the beauty of working from home. Sorry about that. Okay. So within the movie, they talked about, expecting too much, having these standards, you're wanting a lot out of a man, but do you feel like those things matter as far as picking your mate? Do you feel like you have to have everything that you expect? Is it because when we kind of get shunned for having high standards, so do you feel like you have to have everything that you are expecting a man to bring to the table?
Okay, yeah. So I address that. I just think that, like I said, certain things, I think your list shouldn't be 50 and you only have 5.
Okay.
I think we have to be reasonable with our expectations of our partners. We can't ask for 100 and we're giving 2. And that's just not being fair. That's just not how the universe works either. So I think as long as we are all, male and female, working on that compatibility. But what's funny is that I don't think Micah really had a whole lot of expectations. She had standards, but she didn't have a lot of expectations. She really didn't focus on love enough to even know kind of what kind of man she'd even be attracted to. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And so I found that interesting. Like, she had never even had the ideal anything. She just was taking life, as it came, and taking love as it came. So I think that did put her in a good position. But she, I hope the story gets told beyond where it ends. I do, because I would love to see where these qualities and these expectations go in all of these characters, in Janae and Michael's lives, in mine and Jason's. I'd love to see how that all plays out. You know what I mean? I'd love to see that, honestly.
Thank you so much for the answer, Carrie.
All right, thank you.